Hello everyone and welcome back to The Bench. My name's Lotmom and today we're having another knife review, and that is of this knife. I've never played around with RealSteel in the past, however, this, the E771 Sea Eagle, is, oh my, good. I got an incredible deal on it because this was one model that was, this was the model that was like behind the glass that people could try out. It was the last one they had, so I got an extremely good deal on it. So, here we go. So first, this is what you're greeted with when you open the box, an instruction manual in a lot of different languages. Wow. Huh. Interesting. So it actually has the specs and what the knife looks like on the paper, which I really like. Let's see if my bad camera will do that. Yeah. So the specs right there. No, right there. And the knife on the other side. So it's just an instruction manual that says, do not cut yourself. Thank you for choosing RealSteel. Do enjoy blah blah blah. Okay, next is this foam stuff that's fun to play with, not to eat. And lastly is this very, very nice cloth. Now, it's not like this chintzy microfiber. It feels almost like suede. It's very nice. And then as it unwraps, you get the knife. Gorgeous knife. Carbon fiber with a G10 backspacer right there. And it is on ball bearings, but first let's go over everything about it. So this knife is made in Sandvik's 14C28N steel. It uses a subframe liner lock. It's sort of a, it's a mix between a liner lock and a frame lock. You'll see why in a minute. It's extremely solid. Like, this knife feels like it's never gonna break. As far as the shape of the blade goes, I'll show you that in a minute because we're going to talk about materials, and that would be stainless steel for the clip, main liners, and then you have G10 for the backspacer, and carbon fiber, beautiful carbon fiber scales. This camera doesn't really do it justice, but they are very pretty. As for the price, I got an incredible deal on this knife, as I said, but without further ado, let's show it. Show its flipping action. That is a flipping knife. So yeah, there's a little gunk there because I just took off the price tag label thing, but very nice. It has very, actually quite aggressive jimping on the top there. I don't know how well you can see that. However, it is a very nice knife. According to the specs on this sheet, I have not double checked them. This knife weighs 122 grams or 4.3 ounces, which is pretty light considering what you get in this knife. Now, as for the design, I really like it. Actually, one interesting thing I noticed is, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this on the video, but you can see right through the pivot, which is kind of cool. It is indeed on ball bearings, so it does go very smoothly. Like, if I just, there you go, it's in. Oh, sorry. Here, let me lift this slightly. Oh no, you almost saw me. Yeah, it flips open great. It's just a sort of very, it reminds me a lot of the Shorigorov knives, and I think that's where they got most of their inspiration. And now as for the price, I paid $65 Canadian, which is pretty good considering what the normal price is in stores. Online you can probably get these cheaper, but I was out at a knife store and they had this and I liked it and I was in the market for a knife. I was considering buying the CRKT Hootenanny. However, this was just a better option. Better steel, better action, the materials are nicer. It just overall was more what I wanted. Now, as for just my personal opinion on it, so this knife is possibly the smoothest knife I've ever owned. I don't know if you'll see this, but it falls right there. And I can just sort of tap the blade. And it goes back in. The detent is actually very, very good. I don't know if you can see this, but it drops, and then it clips in. Just watch. So it drops, and then detent. So the detent engages right about there, which is very good. It's very low. However, it's very stiff. It's not like that stiff a detent, but it's definitely more than enough to make this blade come out very energetically. And I don't know if you can hear that, but that's a very nice sound. Here, I'll show you. Can I like get this working better? It's a great little sound. Here, let me put it closer to the microphone so you can hear. One more time. Very nice. And the inside is indeed heavily, heavily milled. I don't know how you guys will be able to see that. I don't speak English anymore, apparently. As for the pocket clip, as I said, I haven't carried this knife yet, so I really don't know. Yeah, but that's about it, really. Don't have much else to say about this knife other than it's a great knife. I would suggest getting it. It's not that expensive for what it is. What I feel, RealSteel is to... Yeah, RealSteel is to Gonzo as Zero Tolerance is to Kershaw. They're very similar. Not in the way that they're produced by the same people, but they're very similar. Just the RealSteel stuff is just slightly higher quality, I feel. Better materials, more attention put into fit and finish. Just, I feel they are more refined. Honestly, they're probably all made in the same factory, but who knows. Now, as I said, Chinese knife, and I know some people will hate me for this, but I actually am perfectly fine buying a Chinese knife. In fact, sometimes I will buy a Chinese knife over an American-made knife, because I think that although, yes, it's taking away from business here in Canada and the US, if they are making a better product for a better price, as the consumer, I don't really care. You call me heartless, but that's just how I roll. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. Hopefully I didn't cause too much of a flame war with that last comment. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope to see you again in the next video. Rate, comment, subscribe. Oh my god, rate. Oh, I just remembered that YouTube no longer has a rating system. Comment and subscribe. Let me know that you liked this video. Let me know what you did or didn't like about it. Let me know if you got this knife. As for today's question, I wanted to ask you guys, this is more for me. If there are any knife makers in the audience, say I want a plunge line that isn't like this, but it is actually curved. So, like this. No, not like that. Like that. Would you know how to do that? So, sort of like this shape. Like sort of a gradual curve. How would you do that with tools? Let me know if you do know. And for those of you who aren't knife makers, a question I will ask today is, what is your opinion on Chinese versus American makers? Would you buy one over the other? I forgot to do a sharpness test. Let's cut the paper. Oh, wow. Bravo. Very, very good sharpening. Okay, back to the question. Would you choose American over Chinese or Chinese over American for any reason? Why? Why would that be? Anyway, I hope to see your guys' answers in the comments. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up and leave a comment. And I hope to see you again in the next one. See you next time. Bye.